Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, this picturesque setting, home to the Hokies, a team that prides itself on bringing the lunch pail to work every single week. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Hokies will kick this away to start us off. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
It tests the middle, but gets stuck. That one goes nowhere.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Now it's second down here. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's a draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. They're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw. It's Montgomery. Receiver makes the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Gonna run it. It's Cole. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this first down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed over the years in that backfield at Lane Stadium. Kevin Jones and David Wilson and Lee Suggs. Now we're seeing this young man today being able to run the football very similar fashion.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's caught. It's Cole. His quick spin move. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. From the shotgun, drops back. And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Now the 40. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the right side.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space. I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking downfield. It's Montgomery. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. offense comes up to the line, they might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He's back to throw again on second down. Makes a quick grab. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score Alabama 3, Virginia Tech 0.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to scramble now. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down mark.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle, but first down. The Hokies looking to run some tempo here.
Boy, great throw here by the quarterback from Virginia Tech to be able to pick up the first down. Was able to make the right read. Nice route by the receiver. Puts the ball right on the money, and they're able to move the sticks.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive, and a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. And the Hokies looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. We'll try to run it in on first and goal. Stop for no gain defense. Very stubborn here down near the goal line. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. To the air, it's Montgomery. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. And on the carry, he's heading left. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Linebacker's trying to confuse this offense now. Here comes a handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
It's third down for the offense. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, give the defense all the credit here on this third down play. They got after that quarterback in a hurry. The RPO game, quarterback decides to keep it. And how about the pursuit of that defense? Now we'll see what they decide to do on fourth down.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Looks like he's going to run it. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can.
They've got him. It's a sack from the defense.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Back to pass. It's Montgomery looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Quick throw to his receiver. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
And the returner is blocked down. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull...
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for 3rd and 4. Quick throw, catch made. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Using his legs here. Finding space at the 20. The ball is loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
Oh, man, the rain ended up acting like an extra defender on this last play. The runner seemed like he was holding onto that football so tight for one moment and then watching it slip away the next.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Scanning the field. It's Montgomery. Going for his running back. Falls incomplete. Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback making some changes at the line. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
The Hokies will line up to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He'll aim it toward the sideline. A solid punt. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half.
Sets a kickoff.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. And a chance right away here in the 2nd half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. Scanning the field. It's Montgomery. And he pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I, over the years, have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And it's incomplete and a very quick throw.
Incomplete. Now, third down.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. The sure hands. It's Cole. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for a deep completion. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's got some space here. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back to throw. It's Montgomery. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here's the 2nd down play. They're going to run it here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Accuracy in the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
At the 45-yard line. Second down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Catch made on the left side. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obvious call there. You cannot rough up the quarterback like that. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. The linebacker shifting around now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
It's second down.
Offense in a split backfield now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Touchdown, Bama. Strong game by this quarterback. See if they can convert the point after.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Linebackers making some adjustments now. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Caught quickly. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. To throw, it's Montgomery. Caught for the completion. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and hit him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. First down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to chuck it again. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. Goes down after making the grab, picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker. And he's just wide open over there downfield. Kirk, what happened on the coverage that time?
Chris, I don't know how you lose the big tight end like that, but they did. I think it's just blown coverage. Whatever defense they were in, they'd even make some adjustments to make sure that doesn't happen again.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. They stop him, but it's a first down. The Hokies will crank up the tempo. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Looking to pass, it's Montgomery. A bullet, but it's incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And with that, they retake the lead.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
We'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So ball at the 30, this is a manageable third down play for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw to the left. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And the Hokies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And here comes a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
He's got it at the 15. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown. Tide. That's a crucial scorecard. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Tech offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll work the clock here with the running game. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
But we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just... running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts and just keep working that clock.
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? To the air, it's Montgomery. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, 1st down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
Grab behind the line. It's Cole.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. 2nd down play coming up. And there's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving. But there's still a lot of work here on 3rd down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Can he take it all the way? Now the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Whoa, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
24, Virginia Tech, 20.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. And looking for a big play here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Touchdown, Hokies. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Offense makes their way on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down.